Hello, hello. What's going on out there, traders? Hope y'all are having an awesome Friday. It's the end of the work week for most people. It's kind of the start of my busy part of the week. I'm in the restaurant business, so my Friday is more like Sunday, but that's all good. Y'all don't care about that. Let's go check out some charts. Pretty interesting day so far. Let me make sure all my stats are good. Hello, hello. What's going on, Mr. Scott? Oh, man. Just double checking some of my stats over here on OBS. Looks like everything's running smoothly. Let's get off these nat gas stocks. No, who cares about those? Probably a lot of people, but I'll go to the podcast list. There we go. That's what we want to look at. We can look at nat gas later. I feel like I heard someone tell me there's some big cold front coming in. So that market's real fickle to news like that. It's like, oh shit, it's going to be cold in the winter. What a shocker. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's go to total market cap. It's continuing its rise. Just looks great above about 1,080 billion or so. Looks pretty nice above that. EMA's pointing up, pretty sexy. I mean, there's nothing really to bitch about on this chart. We're in kind of blue sky mode. It looks like we actually are. We have closed. Let me double check that. Yep, we have well closed above the previous. What about total 2? Oh wait, it's just total 2. There we go. I think this is just altcoins excluding the BTC. Yes, it is. Almost getting up there, right at the all-time highs, pretty much making a little double top action. Excluding the BTC. Let's zoom in over here. I want to see what this closing high is. About 420-ish, 421. Yeah, bro. Let's see. So, yep, damn, we're well above that. And what are the wicks on that guy? All the way up at about 447, like upper 40s. So we're right at it. It'd be real nice to see this weekly close above these wicks on these candles. That would be awesome for possibly some continuation in alt season, which, holy moly, that just sounds crazy. Hearing my voice say it, like, what continuation in alt season? Like, have we seen some of these coins moving? Hell, look at ADA's up damn 20% again today. Charles is just out there making a unicorn shirt, man, his little bitch. Let's jump into BTC. Mama Bear. Let's go ahead and get rid of this trend line because it is obsolete now. We are above it. Broke out of it, looking pretty good. I like how we're making this consolidation pattern up here with this little hook and kind of the inverted H type thing with the saucer pattern on the top of price action, kind of accepting the upper end of the range. Had a little bit of an indecision candle close yesterday, so it was kind of concerning, but it was almost exactly split where this chart's printing up lots of business and overhead supply around the 38K level. As you can see, we still are struggling to get over that. Oh, but we did get a close earlier in the wee hours of the morning today above 38,000 technically, so that's pretty cool. I did not see that earlier this morning. Let's see what that closes over here. Yeah, so that's actually pretty damn sweet. I like that. This still looks good for continuation, just as long as we're holding above these lows and riding up the 21 EMA on the 3-hour. I don't have any reason to super hate this, except, oh, I did just find one. Of course, there's always something. This slight rejection on RSI isn't the coolest thing with a little higher high. That's probably the worst part, but DMI is still pretty good. Bears are trying to get back out of the weak zone, struggling so far, but that's probably the worst thing that I can see on this time frame, but it is only one, so we don't want to base our trading decisions off of one thing, but definitely is noteworthy. Let's see, we got a, where's the recent? Next high is about 39.7, so maybe test up into that range. Closing above 39.7 is the next kind of work the bulls need to do on medium time frames, and even up to a daily. Yeah, about, it's only 39.250 on the daily candle though. I'm gonna go stick with these kind of lower time frames for right now, but this looks really good, pointing up. Even the 200 exponentials starting to curl back up to the upside after tapping on the mama here, which is the purple line. Yeah, but this looks pretty good as long as we stay above this structure. I can't hate on it, and we can just round that down to about like 36.5. Anything back below 36.5, kind of around where this doji and this rejection was, I'd start to get a little bit concerned. Not for major downside, but just for more boring ass range crap. So that could definitely happen. What's up, Mr. Ortiz? Hope your Friday's doing awesome. But looking good here. Oh, my dad. Coinbase finally got back to my dad after like a month of waiting. Maybe even like 6 weeks of waiting for support. Jeez, that was freaking annoying as hell. But that was cool. Oh, look at this. We're getting rejections. We're not at highs on... Only on spot have we closed above the 3 hours. But if you go over here on CMEs, which... you can put more weight on these, to be fair, and we are getting not higher highs on that. And see, look at this. See, this is what sucks. So spot has it a little bit above, but this actually looks worse on, yeah, because you're neutral too on the DMI. And most of the times that we've discussed a bunch is CME like futures chart plays more technically than spot chart does. This is where all the big boys is playing. So I don't really like that on CMEs. Because they're neutral. If we go back, see what I'm talking about. Spot hasn't done that yet. We are neutral on futures. And that's not the sexiest price action for going into the weekend, especially considering all the futures crap that's going on. Let's just go ahead and look at some of that futures crap for this guy. Nice candle though. Little reaccumulation, but again, look at this. This is not good. This is not a good sign on medium time frames right here. I do not like that read. This happens a lot when this is the last little pump and you get a lower high on RSI, a little classic bearish divergence there. But I really don't like to see it when it correlates perfectly with the exponentials on RSI. So that's definitely concerning. Not really that surprising though. Given that those futures are coming out Monday, as I've been talking about, beating the dead horse over here, that I'm a little concerned for continued upside until I see how the brokers are going to handle that on Monday. I'm sure they'll say something Monday morning or send out emails, maybe even Sunday night, which is what I'm hoping happens. They send them out Sunday night. That would be great. Dang it, fill my damn order, you little bastards. Trying to get long on some energy stocks over here. I've been scaling into those as of recently. It won't fill me, which is usually a good sign when it's hard to get filled on some option spreads and the market doesn't want to just give it to you. I do like that. I hate when they immediately fill you and you think that you're going to get a good price. You put it between like the bid and the mid price or something. It just auto fills it. You're like, ah, shit. Anyway, yeah, I don't like this read on Ethereum. Although, can't get too crazy until it gets back below 1595-ish, below this structure here. Then I would think that this party might get slapped back into this range. Because we have actually already hit kind of the measured move of this little mini tiny ascending triangle, which we've been targeting in the 1700 range. And so we got up there today, pretty much hit it, got a little spinning indecision doji candle right here. And it's having a little pullback. The worst part, though, about this chart is how this RSI is postured. Do not like that at all. Litecoin, yeah, look at Litecoin actually showing a lower high in the intermediate structure. Definitely not sexy on that one. EMAs, so you don't have chronological order here, so this is when lots of fake outs happen, when they're not in order. And I know it sounds like really dumb. It's like, oh, well, they're pretty close. Yeah, there's a lot of support here stacked up for sure, but a lot of times you get overthrows when they are not in chronological order. And we can show a couple examples of that right here. You're like, oh, a lot of support, but they're not in order, and then it just got slapped back down. Then you had this beast mode candle come up, and the next couple days happened. They all did get in order, and then the party was on. This happens quite often. You can see here, too, you get the throwback until they do crisscross all the way back on top of each other on, looks like this, maybe this day. Yeah, kind of, but more like this day for textbooks kind of stuff. So that's a little bit concerning, kind of going with the concern on whatchamacallit, lost my train of thought there. Ethereum. Yeah, getting back out of the power zone, which is above 70. I absolutely hate overbought, oversold terminology. I think that's a big psychological trap. I don't know why they call it that. It just sets you up, I think, for just puts your mind in the wrong, puts you in the wrong mindset. Because it's like, oh, if it's overbought, then it's got to go down. If it's oversold, it's got to go up. When really it's just showing strength. Kind of how we talk about the DMI being in the power zone and in the weak zone. You know, think of above 70, just the power zone for the bulls, and sub 30, 35 is the power zone for the bears, since you only do have one line. It's the relative strength index, not the relative overbought or oversold index. Anyway, enough about that little rant. But anything back below 144, I'd start to get real concerned on Litecoin. All right, let's see. Again, though, that Ethereum, I hate this read on Ethereum. Do not like that at all. All right, XRP, just kind of chilling. Got out of the range. I do like this opening up on the EMAs. You can see the 55 is not quite above the mama yet. It's really damn close. You did get the cross back over here. I mean, this looks all right as long as we don't break. I mean, really anything below 42, 41 cents on this, it'll probably roll back over and test back into the this big fat range here in the mid 30s. See what the daily looks like. Daily does look pretty good, to be fair. I do like the daily chart on XRP. No volume though. Volume is just completely tapered off after this little pump and kind of super dump. Jesus, all in the same day. It went up all the way there and lost half of it in the same day. Pretty intense move. But yeah, anything sub 42, I'd start to be a little bit concerned. And on a closing basis on the 3 hour too. Wicks below that, whatever. But a 3 hour candle close below 42 cents, I'd be a little concerned on rips. Hammond does not want to fill that freaking position. It's going to make me slap the bid, isn't it? Oh, they just adjusted the prices too. All little butt faces, dude. I hate when they do that. All right, let's see. Dot kind of giving it up a little bit on the lower time frames. Just looks real sloppy in this range again. That's not really a high, so but I don't like these reads that I'm kind of seeing on medium time frames, RSI specifically. Anything back below this wick and these bodies about 1850, I would be concerned. But hey, other than that, you got to kind of have to default to what price is telling you, and that is upside for now on dot. Back below 1850 though, probably just gets us back in this range, and we have to go from there. ADA, though, just absolute murder fest today. Jesus Christ. This probably is pretty shocking for a lot of people. 20% just on today. I mean, just outperforming the crap out of Ethereum. 3 hour does look pretty good. Oh, I don't even have horizontals down here. What's going on? Let me add those real quick. All right. Pretty good read though on ADA. Actually, isn't showing any of this weakness that we've seen in a couple of the other ones that we looked at. Man, anything still above 42 cents. This thing is beast mode right here. Definitely one of the better looking charts. Who would have thunk it? Weekly doesn't have enough data, but yeah, this looks pretty badass. I don't have any issues with this chart. Nice volume continuing, just kind of cruising on up there. Let's see, RSI. Yep, nothing too shabby about that chart. You do have the bears way down here in the forgotten zone, so do be careful of that. If they come back up and pop up into the weak zone and start consolidating, maybe the rally might get iced, but man, that'll take a while to happen. And really, just on blue sky breakouts like this, the best way is to play it is either like a short-term MA like this 21 on this 3-hour, or just horizontals, kind of using previous structure, which right here is about 48 cents on this big girthy green dilly right there. And if you want to be extra conservative, all the way down to like 45. But yeah, nice job, Charles. Looking sexy. Oh, Link closing at all-time highs, it looks like. We still, well, almost. We still got 3.5 hours roughly left. So anywhere above, I think 25.5, it will be an all-time high. Anything, as long as Link is holding 25 bucks, I don't have any problems with this chart either. It's funny that some of these can look better. But again, if Bitcoin and Ethereum play out some of that RSI weakness we're seeing, it's probably going to slap some of these altcoins. And I mean, when was the last time even Link got slapped pretty hard? Shit, all the way back in December. And you got a couple of these little tails here, 25%. But this is a big one here, almost 40%. So it's been a hot minute since there's been any big shakeouts. What's this one? Yeah, 10%. That ain't shit in crypto. All right, Bitcoin Cash. So as long as 25 bucks holds on Link, not really super concerned. Yeah, you're kind of getting a little bit of neutral action on BCH. Not the sexiest chart. Just can't get out of this damn range. Volatility is reading 0 though up here on historical volatility percentage. So when was the last time we saw that? Man, all the way back in October of 20. Which did precede a large run to the upside. Again, though, HVP does not have anything to do with direction. It's just saying that it's getting real quiet and that there's likely a large move coming fairly soon. So that's kind of interesting. Still holding about 420. Looks okay. Get back above, it's the same thing, above 450. Until that happens, can't really get too excited. You can see this thing squeezing on the long-term moving averages. I mean, you even have the shorter moving averages and the mama in between these two. So whenever this range breaks, it's going to be pretty damn violent, whichever side that will be. Let's see, daily. Yeah, daily staying under the mama. Hardcore resistance at 450 on that. So until it gets above 450, don't really care about that for the long side. BSV had a nice little pump today, closing above its bottoming range here of the last few weeks, or I guess couple weeks. So that's kind of nice. Still, look at this, super squished up, and we're not in chronological order here. It's real sloppy spaghetti style. Meatball sauce everywhere. Daily looks okay, but yeah, man. You do have the historical volatility, just read 0. Now we're getting some push here. See if this can continue, but anything back below like 180, like especially below these recent lows at 177, this thing isn't going to look very good. 180 would probably do it, but you do have all these MAs here right at 178 to 180, so maybe you have to be a little bit more loose and use that, like that 175 area. That's probably a better one. You don't want to get shook out on one of these stupid little wicks. Because, hell, these 5-10% moves in crypto, that ain't shit. But yeah, just super squeezing here on BSV. EOS looking pretty damn nice. Getting some continuation out of this. I've definitely been liking this chart setup for a while. You can see it's been very bullish since the 28th on DMI, just maintaining the power zone. Sloppy on the RSI, though, to be fair, but that'll happen sometimes. RSI does like to get more dirty. DMI is the cleaner one. That's probably one of my favorites, especially when you use it with the thresholds like this. Like, it obviously can get sloppy here. That's why I kind of have that zoned off, though, in the mid-teens and the mid-20 area as the thresholds. But anyway, yeah, this looks pretty good. We are coming up to this resistance point, though. See if we can close above 322. We are above it now. We still do have 41 minutes, though, for the close. Oh, damn, only 41 minutes for the market close. Jesus, time flies when you look at charts, doesn't it? I gotta look over here at a different screen real quick. Give me a sec. Tilray. Come on, Tilray. You giving it up? Alright. They still don't want to fill me on that damn spread. On my freaking... Give me the fill, Phil. Come on, bro. Oh, there it is. There she is. Alright, cool. So I got that out of the way. I don't have to worry about that anymore. So I really wanted to make sure that got hit. Alright, but I'll go back to EOS. Sorry about that. Just doing a little live trading here, you know. EOS looks great. Love it. Anything on this medium time frame close above 320 would be very sexy. And we are getting that. Let's go to crack time frames. Nice little pump here in the last hour. So yeah, maybe I love this. We're getting about to the chrono order on these. I mean, they're all stacked right on each other. So there is major demand at about the $2.80 area now. So really anything above that, what is that? It's about only 11-12% down. Anything above that, EOS looks very well poised to test up here in this range at about 350, and then we'll just have to reassess. XMR, kind of sloppy. Yeah, super sloppy. This one's been real sloppy for a while, getting rejected over this horizontal we have at about 159-ish. So looking, it actually came back and tested it, and Mama is with showing the confluence with that horizontal. So anything sub 158, yep, kind of put that on the back burner. And we did make some new closing lows on this structure over the last week, so that kind of sucks. Really got to get back above 158 to get excited about Monero. Zcash, on the other hand, looks okay as long as it stays above that mid-80 level. Let's zoom in a little bit. Pretty sloppy again on the medium-term time frames, all in between the longer ones, 377 and 200. And almost have the chronological order here. If we can just kind of hover above 90, maybe drift up a little bit, that will flip back, but still not the sexiest chart. There's a move on the way, though. You got HVP up here printing 5 candles now in a row on a 0 read. So last time that happened was back over here on a big pump that leads to a dump. That actually does happen a lot with HVP when it's really low. There's lots of fake out and then throwbacks. So not just necessarily to the upside, just whatever the big move that kind of initially happens out of that, it's a good chance that it does reverse to the other side. Look, you can see right here, here's another example. The initial move comes out of it to the downside, but then just immediately gets flipped back. So that is a pretty common occurrence, but it's been a while since we had that, since December, and this is 5 in a row, so it's been a super long time since we had 5 in a row like that. Big move coming up. Dash, baby Dash. What you doing, Dash? Yeah, a little sloppy. No one's really dominating on the DMI on this, on even a daily, which is kind of interesting. 3 hour looks pretty good, though. You do have most of the chrono order going on here. Yep, I kind of like that. Major support at about 110, 112. So as long as it stays above that, don't have any reason to be scared of Dash. Let's look at it on a weekly. Yeah, weekly actually looks pretty awesome here. I love this setup. It's going all the way down to about $88. Maybe it wants to target this 190 zone at the 200 MA on a weekly. Where's the daily? Oh, we're below it, or above it, I'm sorry. Yeah, so possibly a target up there in the upper 100 range, but really, yeah, still kind of a odd chart. That's a little bit far to target right now, because I mean that's almost a double. I think more realistically, getting into this zone and seeing how price acts there at around 130 handle, then go from there. But anything above 111 on this looks pretty damn good. Doge. Damn it, Doge. Consolidating above the threshold that we wanted to see it hold, and it didn't. Now we're using it as resistance, as y'all can see. And as I've mentioned a few times on Doge, whenever this 3-hour candle has been closing below the 10 simple, which is the cyan line on here, that has ushered in bigger moves to the downside. And let's go look at... Okay, that's interesting DMI read. Not really giving us too much. It's showing that the bears or the bulls do have a slight advantage here. A lot of business here, so maybe we're just coming back and testing this liquidity zone. So, but losing 115 on Doge is not going to be good. We're going to go to the dollar pair here in a second and see what it looks like. Don't like that it dropped back below this horizontal and is now resting below the 10 simple. Not the best price action. Kind of similar structure almost exactly on dollar pairing, although it is above this previous high. So that's kind of nice, sitting right on top of there. I do like that dollar pairing for bullishness better. And given that Doge is now like few pennies, it might be better to default to the dollar pairing, which is kind of crazy. Oh, what the hell is this? I just got a little... Oh, I got plenty of time on that. What the hell? Such crazy moves. And the shitty... I've mentioned it a few times. This stupid option that I have on that was from another stock. It merged with something. It just moves. It's so illiquid. It just moves like damn 50, 60 cents just like out of nowhere. Anyway, anything above like 4.2 cents looks all right for Doge on the dollar pairing. But man, yeah, if we get any rollover action in Ethereum and Bitcoin, then yeah, watch the hell out. We will be getting a weekly close on Bitcoin futures too, so that'll be interesting. All right, let's go to equities. Equities, Jesus Christ, you can't stop this shit. It looks like it's on the way to 4K. Yeah, after this super nice reaction candle follow through, I mean, this, yeah, there's nothing super crazy about this, but we are finally about to put, or have the potential to put in bearish daily divergence. So that's definitely noteworthy. But anything we can move up instead of about 3,800 was the threshold. Probably move that up to these local highs at about 3,850. Anything above 3,850, there's no reason to be bearish on ES whatsoever. In Q, kind of same posturing. Not taking off as much. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of hard to ratchet that up. That's a little too tight. Yeah, so that's kind of surprising in Q. Not really playing the game as well. Nice reaction though off that low. But also potential now to put in some daily bearish divergence. Very textbook. But, we'll need another, probably into next week to see what's up with that. Anything back below 13.5 on this, I would get a little bit concerned. Yeah, about 13.4, 13.5. Then we'll probably get some more downside action, but still looks pretty damn good. Dow is struggling to make new highs. It has been the weaker of the group. Yes, we did get some good follow-through and catch-up action the last couple of days to the other indices, but let's see. Yeah, still a lot of resistance right here at about 31.2. So until we get kind of back over that, can't really get too excited. And we're about to go to VIX here in a second And VIX just got monkey hammered all the way back into its bottom range. So it's an interesting spot that it's stalling out at. But yeah, not very sexy for Dow. Russell, of course, it's just immer sexy. It's just always sexy. It never freaking goes down. This looks just freaking great. I mean, Jesus. Small caps. About to hit its 618 target at about 2260. And then beyond that, like 2400 does come into play if we get over 2260 and hold that a little bit. Pretty sexy ass chart. There's no doubt about it. Just blowing the roof off here. Just bullish on most oscillators. Any close back below this big girthy candle at about 2200, maybe like 2190, which coincides well with this wick here on this candle, then I'd probably get a little bit concerned about that. So about 30 points lower or so. Daily, kind of the same. I mean, and really with this, you can kind of just still keep that 2160-ish area that we've been watching as the resistance has now flipped to support. So as long as we're really above that on the daily, this shit looks ready to go test probably 24-ish, which is crazy. This is really crazy. Absolute murder fest on VIX this week, just down every single day. Almost 40% down this week. Came right back into our range here. Well, I mean, it's not our range. It's the chart's range. Right back into the range that the chart's been printing for back into the summer. A daily close sub 20 probably gets Vol super crushed and tests back into this gap, which is like 17. That's definitely in the cards with the way the market's acting. And this is why Vol, you got to be careful with Vol, because it will just come and get sucked out so fast. Just as fast, if not faster, as it comes in. So, but now here we are, back in the bottom of the range. Let's go look at VXX real quick. I just want to see what it did. Yep, absolutely. Look at this. Ugh, brutal, man. Brutal. Right back into its range. Although VIX is a decaying asset, it pretty much just goes down forever. You can see that the way it's structured, it has to. There you go. See? Bam. You can actually kind of invert the VIX. It's kind of funny. If you invert it, it looks like the S&P 500 chart. Almost. It's not one-to-one because there's decay and other fees and other shit, but it mimics it, though, for sure. It's kind of funny. But anyway, yeah, so back below 16 on this, it's going to get bled out. Bled the F out. VVIX. Coming right close to the threshold. We're only about 7 points away from it now. And this trend line that's been held since February of 2019. So pretty significant trend line. We lose that, which is coinciding perfectly with the threshold at about 100. Yeah, Vol is just going to get sucked out, which probably will lead to, Jesus, insane highs in markets. They just don't go down. Oil, they will someday, though. They definitely will someday. Oil just continuing to run after it broke out of the horizontal here, hit the first target at, oh, excuse me. Where the hell are my, where the hell did all my lines go? Just took them off? Just wanted to turn it off? That's weird. How did that happen? Did I accidentally, like, delete them when I was moving around? Oh, shit, I did. Oh, no. How the hell did that happen? There we go. Undo. I guess I hit delete something somehow. Not sure how that happened. Whatever, got it back. It's all good. Let's go back to oil. So hit that target at the 200. So I was like, where the hell did it go? I was saying that. About the 200 weekly is where I was looking for it to go to after breaking this. Went right to it. Kind of just stalled. And now we went right to the 377 weekly. That's the main next stop. And as we've been discussing, any close on a weekly above 57, 57.50 on oil is probably going to get us into the mid 60s. So oil has just been rallying really hard for the last couple of months. Big move in oil. Bonds continuing their breakdown. So this looks like now, as we were talking yesterday, yeah, we are going to get this daily close. I highly doubt bonds are going to rally. I mean, the market would probably have to dump like 1%, probably 2% in the next freaking 30 minutes for that to rally. So very unlikely. And now we're below this pivot. So it looks like bonds are about to make their trip to low 160s. So, god dang. Shanghai just chilling. Not really anything going on here. Range bound between 35.50 and 34.50 pretty much. Dixie. Oh, that's interesting. Dixie giving it all up today. Did not expect to see that. Fanning through the charts. Shit. Yeah, damn. That's very surprising. Let's see, on the 3 hour, damn, giving it up a lot, too. This is a big move. 60 cents? Oh, excuse me. 60 cents, and bears are coming in to try to dominate back in on the medium time frames, which they haven't been up there since the 25th of January. Wow. Well, shit. Better hold this breakout level at about 90, 80, looks like. About 90, 80. Back below that, man. Huh. Hell, maybe that'll bode well for some gold movement. Yeah, gold, silver, all that popped pretty good today. Let's see. Yeah, 3 hour kind of showing the same thing. Yeah, this is a big sell-off in the dollar. Let's go look at TNX real quick. TNX. Oh, look at that. TNX breaking. How the hell did my trend line... What is going on with TradingView? Why did it do that? This trend line was definitely like more right here because we were just... I don't know. Oh, I know what happened. I'm not in derpy derp. I'm in linear. We need to be in log. There we go. Log is king. So this is nice, kind of breaking out. Surprised that the dollar is dumping off of that. I wonder what banks are doing real quick. Let's go look at XLF. Yeah, not really anything. Just flat as hell. All right, so some kind of odd moves here today on Friday, finishing up the week. Rates kind of breaking out. Dollar dumping. Euro's obviously rallying real hard after breaking out, coming right back up to the trend line here. Yeah, shit. That's a hell of a move. And Euro, well, I'm not exactly sure what to say about that, except we got resistance on Euro right where we came up to. And same with Dixie, support right where we're down at. And with the yields, 10-year yields rallying hard, that's some definitely odd price action. But we are in super clown world right now, so crazy shit does happen. So it looks like we got a nice trend line right here. Yeah, look at that. With a cross at a 111. Yeah, so anything above 111, this guy is definitely bullish. Gold, nice rally off that low. Let me go over to silver. Yeah, nice rally off that low. Pretty sexy reaction there. Look, we could get continuation of the upside as long as we're holding that 1800. You can see price went right down to about that horizontal we've been watching for a long time, coinciding with this low. Yeah, so looking pretty good. This is where it needs to get caught, but bears are still very dominant, though, on DMI. So I'd be very cautious with holding longs under this too long. I did scalp a little bit yesterday. Obviously, should have held it a little bit longer, huh? But hey, hindsight trading is always a winner. So that don't matter. Winning is winning. Doesn't matter if it's an inch or a mile. Everyone's favorite movie from back in the day. This next trend line, this could be like false breakout kind of action with the fast move coming here. But I don't know, man. I think you kind of have to maybe rule that out since this was not fast at freaking all month, just going in this like kind of diamond pattern. So gold is still bearish until it gets back above This cross in this business at about 1850. I think the pressure's still on gold. Silver, nice reaction off these lows here. Right to the horizontal and bouncing very well. Weekly is kind of an ugly close for the weekly. I mean, because it's going to be closing here real soon. That's right, Scott. If we could just be hindsight traders, we'd all be rich. I do like this kind of setup, though. Oh, yeah, this actually looks nice for silver on the medium time frames. This kind of, we talk about this pattern a lot. If this is going to play out, something kind of like the inverted H or the kind of hook pattern, J something pattern, whatever kind of letter you want to put on there. Bouncing right off the medium terms. Definitely like this. We get back over Mama and get back above 2750-ish. This probably is going to pull out and at least come and test back up in this range. So not too shabby, silver. Not too shabby. And RSI has... Oh, I'm putting dots all over it. Let's get rid of those. We don't need that shit. Damn, how many did I put on there? Come on. Yeah, it looks pretty good, though, on medium time frames. Anything really above 2650, I do not hate this chart, which is where this horizontal is. And you got the RSI regaining on the exponentials. See if DMI confirms that here next week. Yeah, this will probably get some continuation. Platinum having a nice bounce off that sell-off. Look at the relative strength in platinum. Look at this. Bam. Staying up in its upper range. We've been talking about platinum and how it's making a very, very bullish chart here, especially on the weekly. The weekly looks really nice. Super sexy. Yeah, and usually when you get this banging on a trend line like this and you have this little kind of ascending triangle on top of that, I mean, this is probably going to mid 1200s is what it looks like so far. Pretty nice. Palladium also having a nice bounce off of the 200 MA, but still in this kind of rounded formation that we're seeing right here, roughly. So it's got a lot of work to get out. I mean, it even is in a big range, kind of like right there, too. So still got a lot of work to do. Way more boring than the other ones. Alrighty, I think that was it for... We got through all of that, so that's nice. Very nice. Let's go check out the weed stocks. See what they've been doing. Rallying hard. Jesus Christ, can't stop these guys right now. Medman just up. I mean, you can't really do anything with this coming up to the 377 and all these highs. This is already played out. Missed this crap. Can't do anything with that. Kind of same with Axum here, right at the top of this consolidation. We're coming right up underneath this consolidation, sorry. Still need a couple days. Probably get a pullback and maybe can talk about some re-entries in, but we got to wait till next week for that. Butter lettuce and weed combo just keeps rallying here. TRTC out of Colorado, just killing it. A little trend line. This is very steep, though. Very aggressive trend line. Anything back below that trend line, I would start to be pretty nervous. For long, Zine continuing up today. Just freaking rally some more. Look at these double dojis here on here. It's just crazy. Getting a little rejection from the 377, though. But down, look at this zero read on HVP up here. 1 bar, 0 on this. Didn't even give it 1 day before it broke out. Pretty funny. Gap, big gap though. All the way back over here. Wow, what a massive gap. It's 650, so maybe it wants to fill that all the way. I mean, one could argue it's close enough. I mean, you're only 60 cents away from it, like 12% away from filling it. You could probably argue that that's been filled. A lot of volume on this pump, though. So, I mean, really can't get bearish on it either until it breaks a daily back below like 440. Or let's use 420 because, yeah, it's a weed stock. Kern, nice little hook pattern, inverted H here. This looks pretty damn bullish above 650. And probably going to test up over, oh my God, what is going on? Probably going to test up over here into this range, assuming it does hold above that 650 area. So looking for maybe about a $10, $11 target on that guy. super sloppy chart. This is ugly. We're just not going to look at that one. Global hemp group. This is kind of a cool consolidation up here. I kind of like that. Let's see. Let's zoom out because that is ugly. That's like a Doge chart. Yeah, mucho resistance at 6 cents. So got to get over 6 cents, and then that probably gets us into this range here. It did test it, to be fair, a couple weeks ago. But yeah, back over 6 cents probably gets us up into the 8 to 12 area. Not too shabby of a chart, though. Oh, they actually reported earnings. I don't know. There's not even a report on there. EDXC, nice pattern here, consolidating on this. You got, whenever you get patterns on top of moving averages and other confluences with different oscillators and metrics to measure, that's always super sexy. Gotta love those. The more things you can have stacked together just gives it better probabilities for playing out. A lot of resistance here at the 17-cent area, though. But it does look like we're probably going to come and at least test the top end of this range. Breaking above 15 probably gets us to 17, 18 almost immediately. And then we have to just see what happens after that. I mean, a lot of these are going to look the same. Little hook and go action. Back above 130 probably is pretty sexy time. Oh, so GW Pharma, the reason this is up here pegged, there is a potential buyout of this company. I think they're called Jazz Pharmaceuticals. So that's why this did this and just popped 50% and has stayed locked here. And it's going to stay locked up in this region until the deal officially goes through or falls apart. But if it just goes through and everything's all dandy, this will just stay pegged up here. And then it'll probably merge into the other ticker, which I think is just Jazz. Yeah, here it is. It'll probably just merge into this ticker. Speaking of this ticker, it looks pretty damn good as long as it holds all this consolidation. Zoom out on the weekly. Yeah, pretty nice chart. Anything above 140 looks pretty good. Oh, yeah, the Dutchman. You want to look at the Dutchman? I know that one. I was holding on to some of those shares not too long ago, and then I got rid of them right before it popped really hard. Great trading. Yep, kind of a little hook, inverted H. Anything back above 30 cents probably gets us up into this trend line, depending how long it takes. If it takes too long, it'll suck and probably get pressure on it. Earnings are coming up at the end of March, so that's still a long ways away. Yeah, but this is a pretty good pattern, though, on the lows here. I do like this Dutchman play, and I think they have some... Hold on, let me go look real quick. Yep, they do have some exposure to Mexican markets. So, yeah, maybe this one does get the party started, anticipating that vote coming up here probably in March or April. April 30th is like the deadline. It can happen, obviously, before that, but... up into end of April. But yeah, this looks like it wants to come at least test up into the this downward sloping supply line at about, right now it's like 36. Pretty good. Pretty good. Jeez, a lot of these weed stocks are just stupid. I mean, look at this one, y'all. 1,500%. This is like a damn shit coin. Jesus Christ. All right, so there's just so many stocks. I'm not going to go through all these weed stocks. Those are just a couple of the ones. We look at Cron. We look at some of the big movers. Let's look at some not big movers because maybe there's something that's going to have a potential to get in. Tilray kind of consolidating. Tilray actually looks still okay above 23.50. You like it? I likes it. Namaste Technologies. Maybe this is something going on. I sold all my shares right here. Jeez. Then it doubled like the day after I sold them. That was pretty cool. Oh, excuse me, got the hiccups a little bit. Oh, this kind of looks good. Super shitty penny stock though, so it's gonna be really illiquid. But this, to be fair, anything above like a penny on this actually looks pretty damn sexy. I mean, a penny is 40% down from here, so do be aware of that. But yeah, this actually, this actually looks pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing try to make probably a wick. It'll probably be scam wiki like this, but I wouldn't be surprised to see this get up here and test up to 5-6 cents, which is a gigantic move on this. But yeah, wow. Man, how much is that one? I'm gonna go look at that real quick, see what the spreads are like. Because maybe I'll just buy a little bit, you know. Nothing too crazy. Abatis has been around for a while. They were around back in the day in 2014 when the weed stuff just first started getting going. Yeah, spreads aren't too bad. Not too bad. Not 165 at 168, so that's pretty good. You can play with that. Huh, yeah, maybe I'll try to work an order just for a little bit. I'll just nibble on that a little, because I do like this setup here. And really anything back below this cluster here, which is still 1.2 cents and is 20% down, but you have to look at the R's, which risk to reward, and I mean, if this pops anything at all, I mean, you're probably looking at like 100%. It seems pretty likely, so not too bad on the R&R. All right, let's go over here. We haven't looked at some big movers today. ZRX, what? Maker, geez, Maker is $2,700. What the shit balls? Well, let's go to Maker, because Jesus Christ. Pfft, wow. Here's that little pattern kind of right here. The little hook, inverted H type thing. Gets right back above it. And it's moon time. I mean, this is just absolute insanity, guys. Wow, since the first of the year, 500% on Maker. All right, Loop Ring. Hey, look at Loop Ring, getting it in. I like that, except I don't have any, so that kind of sucks, but hey, whatever. Atom popping pretty good. I think we looked at that the other day, and it looked pretty awesome on the chart. Yeah, it did. Had that same little pattern. Didn't even give you any time, though. Maybe on the shorter term time frames. Yep, it did for just at 6 in the morning, if you're early bird, that candle close. But then right after that, it just mooned it up. So didn't give you much time to see that one. Waves pumping. Wow, Waves is almost $8. Oh, nice. Bat, it's pumping. I like that. IOTA. Yeah, we got some pretty good moves in the crypto space here. Quantum. OMG. Is OMG gonna come back on the scene? Wasn't that thing like $40 back in the day? Let's go look. Let's go look. Let's take a gander. Okay, well, OMG isn't on this one. We gotta go to a different. Nope. Coinbase. Nope. Bitstamp probably will go pretty far. Oh shit. Nope. Sure doesn't. I thought they would go a lot farther. Polo does. We know our trusty friend Poloniex. Oh, no, it was only about $20 in the teens. All right, so shit on the weekly, though, this looks pretty nice. We get a weekly close above 650. This thing is probably going to run up into the mid-teens on Oh My God coin. On the daily, yeah, about $6 on the daily. Nope, sorry. I reneged that. About 650, same thing. So weekly and daily are showing confluence. That's nice. I do like that. Give me 1 second here. I need to go look. Let me know if you want me to look at anything else. I'm just going to go over to my other screen here and check out some stocks, okay? Looking for solutions. Okay, well, that's freaking weird. So on my broker, Interactive Brokers, they have limited transactions on Abatis. It says you can only do closing trades. What the shit is that? That's kind of crazy, because it's not like that one was all pumped up or anything. What the H, man? Huh. Man, I wonder if they're anticipating some big-ass squeeze coming in on that thing. That's pretty weird. I did not expect to see that. I don't know if one of y'all in the chat has that different broker to check that on. I'd be curious to see if y'all can buy it over there on a different one. How funny, man. Yeah, it looks like I have a trade I have TradeStation as well, but I'm at TD Ameritrade. Yeah, I've got TD Ameritrade says I can buy it, but damn, they're taxing that ass on commissions on TD. Woo! Ooh. Oof. $7 commission, TD Ameritrade. What the hell, bro? What is that, man? I don't like that at all, man. That's not cool, man. What the hell? TD Ameritrade. Well, I really don't trade on there. I just use them for... it looks like with penny stocks, they have a per share fee structure. Yeah, I mean, they want $15 freaking dollars just for opening up. What is that, 1,000 shares? Jeez, man, what kind of crap is that? No, $23 for 1,000 shares on that. What? The notional on that is like nothing. It's like $10. What kind of crap is that? Schwab, you got that for baddest? Oh, Schwab. That I don't have that broker. I don't play that one. That platform is garbage. They do have one cool thing though on Schwab, to be fair, is they have a block trading scanner, so you can see like large ass block trades on there. That's kind of a cool thing. That's actually the only cool thing that they have. Yeah, damn it, bruh. Yeah, I wonder why Interactive Brokers is saying no go. What's your fee structure over there? Are they slapping the shit out of you with fees? Yeah, I mean $23 just in freaking fees, dude. Like what the? I mean, what the hell? I mean, I guess it's not that crazy. It's not that cool though either. Because I mean, what the hell is that? It's like, yeah, times. Yeah, it's like on $1,000, man. No fee. Oh, you got them free fees even on the pennies? Yeah, I don't use TD Ameritrade to trade. I have some charts and some stuff programmed in there that doesn't. I don't know how to program, so I can't migrate it to TradeStation or something else. So I just kind of have to leave it in ThinkScript, and it's like a super complicated freaking formula. But all right then, very very nice, very nice. What, it's gonna let me do that? I don't know. That's crazy talk. That's crazy, man. Buying power, you got 33, and you got the 40. Oh, shit. Oh, you right. You right. You show right. Hold on, let's edit that. Sorry, I'm just working on I'm working an order over here. I'm getting my working on. Get that work on, baby. I wonder why IB doesn't want you to buy that shit. That is super weird. All right, let's see, and we can do edit, and then we'll go to, what is it? 50 and 8. So let's just hit it at 7. See what happens. Let's see what happens. Nope. All right. Well, cancel. Replace that shit. We'll just hit the, you son of a bee. Son of a bee. I accidentally hit the wrong damn button. Alright, we'll just slap the ask. Fuck it. We can just do that. Slap at the bid. Slap at the ask. Slap at the bid. Resultant buy, man. Yup. gonna do it? You gonna do it for me? No? No? Cancel. Replace. Alright. Nibbly nibble. Nibble McNibbleson. Alright, sorry about that. Dropping in 8 minutes. Yeah, dude, and they're gonna be fucking sold out in like, or 3 minutes. They're gonna be sold out in 3 seconds. You got your bot running on that? I hope so. Any black swans I'm thinking about? I think the biggest thing is some kind of cyber shit. I think would be the most probable in my opinion. Internet go down for a couple days. Something like that. Market closes. Yes, it sure does. Sure does. Let's go look at the... I don't think I needed it. There's probably something I'm missing I need to get into. There's always something. Man, Planetary went up to $43. What the shit? Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'm not going to rush anything. I don't want to make no dumb mistakes and do some fat finger error crap. Is this still going up? Yep, 145. Jesus Christ. All right, let's go back to see how the markets are looking at the end of the day here. 230 rally, all up on the day about 0.4%, except for Russell. Russell's always up way more. It's up 1.5% almost. Let's go see. Let's look at a weekly close coming up. Jesus, this is bullish as shit right here. I mean, this is like... This is anything above 38.30 now is like extreme super bull mode. I would be absolutely shocked if ES doesn't get up into the 4,000 to 4,200. I mean, you're engulfing the prior whole month of action on this. I mean, this is crazy. Looks great. Can't be mad about any of that at all. Not even a little bit. Yeah, so I'm going to probably put a new horizontal there next week. We'll line that up at about 38.30. How about NASDAQ? Same thing, engulfing the shit out of it. Dow, not looking great, though. Dow's lagging like a mofo. That's interesting. Let's go look at the Dow Transportation Index, because that might be something to check out. Because usually it will roll over first before major corrections. It's kind of like the old school canary, if you will. It's been around a long time. People use it, you know, Dow theory kind of stuff. Yeah, you can see back here in 2000, made an equal high and then rolled over. No new high, though. Same in 08 before it rolled over. Even in the summer, this is interesting. Even before the big summer crash in 2015, it started to stall out. And actually got sub the 10 simple on the monthly before the big rollover. But we are new highs right now, so... Well, there you go. So it looks great. Not engulfing, though, the previous price action. So not as sexy as the index is. We get back below here. Maybe that might be a little bit of a warning sign. So let's go ahead and put an alert there. Do that. Back to Bitcoin. Is it already on the moon yet? Oh, we've been on the moon. Yep, same thing, kind of closing. Oh, yeah, let's look at Bitcoin futures close. Let's see what that looks like. And let's go to Bollinger Bands. Yep, we're giving it up on the Bollinger Bands, kind of finding the resistance at that 39. So the Bitcoin futures are actually looking a little bit... They're technically neutral now. RSI's sub, it's like back sub in the middle zone, and below the exponential DMI is also neutral, and we're finding resistance at this previous high, which it did not make. On spot it made a new high, but not on futures. So that is definitely noteworthy. Must carry that forward. Yeah, very interesting. Even on daily RSI and the exponentials, it's still not out of the woods yet. It needs to be above this to start getting the strength back, and we are not. To be fair, DMI is, so that looks good on the daily. But there is this one thing that I do not like to see on Especially, it's more pronounced on spot right here with the higher high, but like the lower structure on RSI. So that'll be the first one that gives you any kind of a warning signal is RSI. And so maybe this is it. I would have really liked to see the weekly on Bitcoin close above this 39,000 on the futures, but it doesn't look like we're going to get it. And yeah, we do have an hour left, and there's about 15 minutes out of this hour that will not be tradable. Shit. 25 hundo. Yeah, I got a cart or one in my cart too, and then I tried to like click checkout and it was like nope. 2,500 bucks. Holy shit, dude. Damn, they're raking it in. Yeah, I can't pay that. That's too much. That's too much, man. All right. I think that's it. I think I'm all done. Loop ring maker. Yeah, damn. Come on, what the hell? And Ethereum actually has the textbook version of this pattern that I hate on RSI, which definitely sucks because of Monday. It's like it's actually. I'll tell you what. I'll be done. I'll be out of my Ethereum this weekend. I won't be holding any into Monday. I'll definitely will not be doing that. That is just too much risk. I don't want to give up some good gains from some retardedness. So I was telling my dad too. He's like made some money off of buying Bitcoin a while ago, and in the last run up actually, he FOMO'd in, but now he's up. And I was telling him, you can leave it in because he's like, oh, it could go up more. He's like looking at the chart I was showing him. I was like, yeah, but I was like, literally look at your P&L. Almost all of your P&L has come from just the last 2 months. So, keep that in mind. It can all go away in way less than that time. So, and I hate this read. This is a terrible, terrible read on Ethereum. Only on the RSI. It's one data point, like I said earlier, so we can't take that to the bank or anything. But if this keeps falling through and we don't get back above it, and especially if we get back neutral here on the DMI, which any price below 1650, you'll probably start getting that going. I'd be definitely cautious. Oh, one thing we haven't looked at in a while. Let's look at a volume profile. Yeah, look, there's no business up here. All the business was around like 4 at the previous breakout high. So this could be just like the little pump push. They're 30% into the futures. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Not sexy. We don't look at that probably enough, the volume profile. You don't need to really look at it that much. Like you can kind of tell where the business is done, but it does help for visuals, especially for newer traders for show. Let's see what an anchored VWAP is saying from these lows right here. Yeah, kind of coinciding with the 21. But yeah, this 3-hour read, I don't like that. The daily looks okay. Daily still does look nice, to be fair. So as long as we stay above 15.5, I'm not too concerned. But I'm not holding any Ethereum into Monday. No way. Anti-dead cat. I thought it said brunch at first. Inverted dead cat. I don't know if that's a thing. Maybe it is. The inverted dead cat hat bounce. I don't know what the hell I just said, but Doge. Come on, Doge. Just don't get back below 4.2 cents. That will not be sexy. That will not be sexy at all. But man, yeah, some big runs today. Damn, Cardano's still just pumping it. Pumping it, man. Damn, I thought I was a genius when I sold it back here at 17 cents. Look like a freaking idiot. But hey, whatever. Making money is making money. Don't compare yourself to others. Just compare yourself to yourself. And try to improve yourself. Because it doesn't matter. You can compare yourself to others all day. And then what is that going to do? It doesn't get you anywhere. You got to get better than your previous self. Oh, man. Gold trying to rally pretty good. Let's see how it's going to close up on the week. Not great. Not a great close on gold. On the 2-day, which is my favorite time frame. Look at the 2-day giving a real good, say, FU signal on this candle, opening up all these EMAs to the downside. Yeah, gold is starting to print pretty massive resistance at 1850. There's a lot of confluence there at that zone. So, you know, ouch. Might have to reassess some precious metal trades next week, you know, kind of depending what happens. We got 8 minutes. Do I need to make any adjustments on some options? Sell anything? Because you have 15 minutes after the market closes to trade most option contracts. Although I don't recommend doing that because the spreads do widen out pretty good after close. The best time is really at the very end of the day, like the last hour and that first few hours. You can get some pretty nice fills. That's when everybody be trading. Yeah. Yeah, not very. Let's see. No, I'm just going to leave that open. Because we're still range bound on that guy. Whoa, what the hell, Scott? Now it is. Now it's an inverted dead cat bounce. It's a new thing. We just made it up. Hey, that's how shit happens, though. Yeah, Ethereum, though, showing this one little thing on the 3-hour that I most definitely don't like. That's the biggest thing for me right now is that, and then combined with the Monday future launch. Man, if anybody does get any notifications or info on their broker, please, like, send them somewhere. I'm pretty sure most of the people in this chat were friends, so if you see any of that, hit me on that Telegram or whatever, because if they only let you go long, oh my God, dude. Jesus. Watch the F out. That's all I know. Oncology stocks. What the hell? What is it? Oncology stocks. One of my friends was saying oncology stocks are ripping towards the end of the day today. He's all over the markets. Trades anything. Kind of like myself. I like to trade it all. Let's look at hemp stocks real quick. We missed those. It's a smaller basket. MJ&A. Hello. Look at that. Wow. Just in February, 155%. Of course, yeah. Didn't get that one. That's okay. Can't catch them all. Oh, that's kind of a nice consolidation. Kind of like that. Break back above 9.5 cents. Party time. Hemp just rallying. A lot of volume too on this. So looks like weed is continuing to be excited. I don't know if there's some news about Senate voting on it. I'm sure they're going to vote on it here pretty soon. Because I know the House already passed that MORE Act or whatever. Oh, go away. Let's go look at GBDC, see if it's showing us any, because sometimes it'll be weak too. Yeah. No, actually GBTC looks okay. Not too shabby. Definitely not on that 3-hour time frame. Wow. MicroStrategy fucking broke $800 today. Jesus. Just absolute insanity. ETH looking good, and this garbage ass ticker thing. I just stumbled on this another day. XBT provider. I'm not sure if this is just an index or exactly what that is, but whatever. We'll just get that off the screen because screw that. All right, I think that's it. Unless y'all want me to look at some other things before I sign off, because hell, it is already 3:12. Jeez, time freaking flies, dude. I'm just going to be looking at a couple option things. Oh, wow. There's some energy pumping. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to need to clean up some of my portfolio stuff next week. I got way too many damn positions on right now. Way too many. It's hard to keep up with all that shit sometimes. Let's see over here. Yeah, kind of just flat. Let's go to FinViz real quick. I like FinViz. It's a good visual chart. It has lots of cool stuff, a little heat map. And I just like it's just easy read on the front page here. You can see lots of big movers of the day, all that kind of stuff. Let's see if maybe one of those oncology REITs. What? Wheeler, how's a REIT going up like that? Holy moly. I didn't think real estate was doing that great. Jeez. Nice move there. I don't know anything about what these guys do, but shit, that's a big move in a REIT. Pharma, go to Acre. Oh man, is that yours? You own that place? Oh yeah, I like this. That's kind of nice. Let's go 3 hour. Oh yeah, I like this. Close above 313. It's probably gonna get the party started. They got options on that. Let's see. Nope, no options on Acre. But yeah, that looks pretty damn good. Why do I keep getting these dumb? Yeah, I gotta do some house cleaning or desk cleaning. Yeah, any close above 310 though, 315. This looks pretty damn sexy, which coincides very nicely with the daily 200. Close below above that gets us probably to the 377, which currently is at 450, and we'll ratchet down ever so slightly if price kind of stays in this range. Also, there's a lot of supply over here at around 350, so that'd be the first point of resistance. But yeah, I mean, getting a stab blown past that up to tag the 377 is pretty highly probable on a close above that 315 area. So yeah, it looks pretty good. How about a weekly? Yeah, weekly actually looks kind of good too. I mean, yeah, it's been beat the F up. What do these guys do? Manufacture, supply, screening, testing products, blah, blah, blah. So they kind of like a janitor supply company for the medical industry or something. Looks like no one's like this freaking stock ever, though. Look at this shit. This is brutal, dude. 500, 800 bucks. I mean, it doesn't even have upticks. Yeah, so now looking left all the way back to its inception. I mean, this has literally been downtrending forever. Ouch. Ugh. Damn, there's not even shit coins don't even look this bad. Look, it's only down 99.8%. It can't go lower. It can't go lower, bro. So you just go all in right here. It's already down 99.8%. So funny, I've heard a lot of people say that before. And it's like, no, what if you take it from here and go 99%? Oh, shit, it can still do it. So silly. People are so silly. But we have regained the 21 weekly, so as long as it's above 250, I don't see any problem with it. Daily showing the same thing, 250. So, yeah, anything back below 250, watch the F out on this biatch. But, yeah, closing above that, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little wick up into the mid fours. So yeah, not too terrible. You like that because it's it has your name or what? Is that why you picked it? Ethereum pumping it up some more. What? What? Did Komodo pop? I bet you Josh didn't buy any. Nope, I bet he didn't. See, because it popped. That's how you know he didn't. Look at this opportunity. Boom. Just popping, going hard. That's what I figured. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Looks like it wants to come up to $10. Lots of resistance, though. I'm sorry, $10. At the dollar level. A lot of resistance at $1, though. But yeah, man, if this just stays above like 60, 70 cents for the next couple weeks, Komodo's looking pretty damn sexy, I will say. All right, I think that's it for today. Well, let me close this because we can't do no more trading anyway. Don't need to look at that anymore. Did we get a little pump at the end of the day? Yes. Yeah, we did. Pump it up. Yeah, black swan stuff. Be careful out there. Although no one can, predict those kinds of things. It's pretty much impossible. But, oh, one thing. Yeah, for sure. One thing that I did find interesting that we'll kind of finish the Friday up on is I was measuring the movements of... Likewise, sir. Thanks for hanging out with me, man. And also thank you to the other people as well up in the chat and that came in and out. But yeah, this looks pretty... it's pretty crazy there. It's not very often that the price action is this far above these moving averages. So yeah, just maybe some big ass little quick dip like we had here. Fastest dump in history and one of the fastest recoveries in history. It is kind of crazy to think about, like, this was only like about 100 days and it was pretty much back to break even. Dumped everything. So like 3-ish months and like all that happened. It's so wild. But yeah, so we are kind of pretty far above the 55 on a weekly, and very rarely is it 15% or more over that. I think there's only like 10 instances or something, like in this whole chart going back like really far. So it has been higher though. I did find one back here, I think. Yeah, that it was like 20 something percent, but anyway, just something like we are getting a little bit frothy, but hey, the market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. So that doesn't mean it's going to go down. Just like overbought doesn't mean it's going to go down now. That's so dumb. It should just be strength mode and bull mode and bear mode or something, or power mode and weak mode. We got to really change those terms, the terminology, but they probably do it on purpose. Playing with your mind. Yeah, but wow, 3-day. Oh, this looks so good. I mean, 4K, 4,200 targets on ES right now. Pretty easily. As long as we hold above, what was that level that we had? 2830? Yeah, about 2830-ish. Looks good. All right, guys. We'll get ready to go make some pizzas, get to work. Much love. Thank you all for joining me. Shut down the command center here. Get ready. Again, wrap up, final quick wrap up. Bitcoin looks okay. This little pattern is nice. We do like these. We need to get the continuation though above that 38.2 area. Get one more close above there and it would look pretty good. The only concern though is how RSI is postured up, especially on Ethereum and on Bitcoin futures. So I don't like that at all. Later, Jason. Take care, man. So I don't like that. And it's neutral. So there are a little bit of warning signs for sure right now. And let's just watch closely the Ethereum. I think that's going to be the one to be watching. It's been leading the market lately. So any closes back below 1650, I'd start to get a little bit concerned on this medium time frame. On the daily though, we literally have all the way back down to 1480, 1450. So pretty good run. So what is that? About 15% from here. So, but daily looks okay on that. It's just this one little blip. So let's just erase this blip, consolidate a little bit, maybe bounce off the 21 while it's coming up over the weekend. We got a couple days there, which goes all the way over to here. So let's see what happens this weekend, and that should be kind of telling for what the market's anticipating for the futures launch on Monday for Ethereum. They made it. Vitalik made it with the big boys. He's the best. All right, that'll do. Much love. I'll talk to y'all guys mañana. Have a great weekend. Great rest of your day. All that fun stuff. Much love. Peace.